saving electricity if she does her hair?
No, I just said it costs money. Well, look how long her hair is.
According to Rebecca, Josh says she can't have friends.
I encourage her to choose the friends that we can be comfortable with.
Go. Go lay somewhere else. Go. Get out of here now.
You're playing the victim here, but you're provoking him on this date.
Will they make it to the altar?
Did you leave the house and let the air out of the tires?
No.
Okay, now wait, hold it. This is bending down, and you let the air out of the tires?
I did it, yes.
Why did you say no when I asked you?
I didn't think I did.
Did he say no when I asked him? Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I'll try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. When choosing the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, some of us like to have a list of requirements, right? Tall, smart, funny, lots of hair.
Not really.
Well, today my guest Josh has some very specific demands for his future wife. He thinks that his pregnant girlfriend Rebecca has a lot going for her, but she's not quite perfect yet. Here is what he does like about her.
I love Rebecca. She's a beautiful woman. I love her size, her height. She's perfectly proportioned. She's a strong gal. She can pick up 2 bags of potatoes instead of 1. I wanted Rebecca to have my babies because she is a very healthy gal. I wanted my daughter to look and be built by Rebecca. Physically, Rebecca is the perfect woman. Mentally, she is not. Once Rebecca learns to be a better wife and mother, I think the sky is the limit.
Okay. So what does Rebecca have to do in order for her fiance to put a ring on it? Well, they already have an 18-month-old daughter and another on the way. But Josh feels Rebecca needs to learn how to be a good wife and a better mother. I'm just reading what it says. Take a look.
You tell me what to say and how to say it. And if I don't
Because that's the way you should be thinking.
But I don't.
That's the problem. You don't think like I think you should.
Josh is a controlling narcissist. Josh thinks I should have a cooking schedule. He tells me how to clean.
Well, you take everything off, you clean it, and then you clean everything behind it. You gotta clean the window as well. She thinks I'm controlling because I tell her she has to do her job. She has to pick up, she has to do her share. Becky, the house has got to be cleaned. That's it. And it's got to be deep cleaned, and it's got to be done by you. That is your part. I'm the breadwinner. When I get home from work, I would love a meal. She's got ample time to organize a feeding schedule for a family. And she doesn't even make a grocery list.
I'm a great mom that takes care of her children and her house.
When my daughter sleeps, she sleeps. Rebecca should utilize that time to worry about the toiletries, to take inventory of her house.
He always makes me feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. He yells at me when I want to do things for myself.
Maybe her me time should be out grocery shopping.
Josh makes me feel bad about myself because I don't do things his way.
Get over your feelings and do your job.
Why do you think the audience is reacting to some of the things you say?
I guess I probably do come across maybe a little bit more aggressive than I should, but a lot of it's been built up over time, and it wasn't like that at the beginning, and it is now.
Right.
And I guess...
She just can't get it right.
Exactly what I'm, the frustration... No, I don't want you guys to think that I'm, trying to be a martyr or something.
Because she can pick up 2 sacks of potatoes. I mean...
I'll say. You heard it.
You can't just anybody do that.
Right.
According to Rebecca, Josh says she can't have friends. Must check in if she goes anywhere. Waste electricity doing her hair. Waste money wearing makeup. Can't have sex unless he wants it. Let me get through the list, then you can respond. Can't have allowance and pays for her own cell phone, cable, and internet. Should have supper ready and waiting. Should make grocery lists. Don't just get up there and wander around. Doesn't need me time. That is at the grocery store. Can't see parents. Can't leave the house. In fact, let the air out of the tires so she couldn't go anywhere. And on another occasion, took the battery out, put it in the garage, locked the garage, and took the key to the garage with him.
My car.
Pardon me?
My car that she's using.
Well, are you afraid she's going to steal it?
No, I give it to her. But when she doesn't do her share...
She needs to earn the right to the car.
I would assume that she would want to.
You've got to be honest here. You say he says you can't have friends. What do you mean by that?
Not that I can't have friends, but...
Well, then why did you say can't have friends?
Well, I didn't mean that I can't have friends.
Well, then why did you say can't have friends?
I can have friends, but he's got a problem with everybody. So I feel like I can't have friends.
She doesn't have friends. That's the thing. She doesn't have any, and I encourage her to pick and choose the friends that we can be comfortable with.
She says you're the captain of this relationship.
I would like to be...
Do you say that?
No, I don't say that.
But do you think that?
No, I don't. I want a 50-50. That's what I want. I need her to do her share.
You said you want to be the captain of the relationship so you can teach me how you want it, and then you'll let me take over. That's what you said.
No.
Have you said, I want to be the captain of this relationship until you learn how to do it right, and then I'll turn it over to you?
I don't recall saying it in any manner like that.
Well, how do you recall saying it?
Just that I think it is my time for us to come together, and if you would let me suggest the ways that I have methodically thought of how I think...
Are you intellectually superior to her?
I would say so, just because of the fact that she doesn't think about the things that are coming up. She's always thinking about the things that have happened instead of what is going to be. Mm-hmm. I'm not...
Have you told her that she's wasting electricity if she does her hair?
No, I haven't said that. I've just said that, you know, it costs money, and she doesn't... No, I love her. I mean, look at how beautiful she is. I want her to be more economic with...
So you want her to dry her hair more quickly?
Well, you can say it like that, but I know, look how long her hair it is. I know what it takes.
Are you me?
I don't know. I don't understand what it takes. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say the truth. Are you telling me that she needs to dry her hair more quickly because it's long and it takes a lot of money to dry long hair? You'd love living with me. I just get out of the shower, shake like a dog, I'm ready to go.
Well, that's the way men are. I guess it doesn't apply to me what it takes.
Have you said that she can't see her parents?
No, I've never once.
So everything up here is just a lie.
A lot of it is over-exaggeration.
Which one is true? Did you leave the house and let the air out of the tires?
No.
Okay, wait, hold it. Now, this one is not a matter of opinion. You either let this is bending down, and you let the air out of the tires.
I did that.
Hang on. You got to let the air out of the tires, or you don't.
I did it, yes.
Okay, then why did you say no when I asked you?
I wanted to... I didn't want her to go out and wreck in my car.
Why did you say no when I asked you?
I didn't think I did.
I can play it back. All right. Did he say no when I asked him? Yes. I say, did you let the air out of the tires? You said no. Did you take the battery out and put it in the garage and lock it and take the key with you?
Yes, I did.
Because you thought she'd get that battery and put it back in, put the cables on there and drive off.
No, I thought she was going to go out and wreck my car. I'm here to be honest, man. I'm here to
Starting
get this.
when?
What do you mean starting
Well,
when?
I
Right
asked you
now.
if you let the air out of the tires. You said no.
I didn't mean to say no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, I do want you to be honest.
Okay, I am.
And I don't care how flat you make a pancake. It's got two sides. There's another side. We're going to talk about her side in a minute. In fact, let's take a break. Coming up, Josh says Rebecca's mom should teach her how to be a better wife. We'll be right back.
Josh said he wants to be the captain of our family.
Me, breadwinner, her, the housekeeper.
He's gonna have to treat me and talk to me like a child because he needs to teach me how he wants it ran.
I'm helping. I'm not controlling, Becky.
Sometimes I feel like a prisoner in our home. Josh requires me to check in with him before I leave the house.
It's hard for me to believe where she's at, what she's doing, and what she wants.
As soon as I get home, he questions me and asks me where I was or why it took me so long.
I don't set the boundaries, I suggest the boundaries.
Okay, Rebecca says she calls Josh her fiance because she hopes to marry him one day. But Josh says Rebecca doesn't know how to be a good wife, and he's not ready to put a ring on her finger. He says he has high standards and is in the process of teaching her wife skills. Now, Rebecca's mother, Cindy, says she cannot understand why her daughter wants to stay with a man whom she calls a controlling narcissist. Let's take a look at this, and then I want to talk to you.
I have never hated anyone in my life, but I hate Josh. Josh wants Becky to do everything like she were a servant. Just recently, Becky was at my house with the kids. Josh called her and demanded that she leave because the house did not have aluminum foil in it and he needed aluminum foil.
I totally depended on there being tinfoil in the house. I counted on her to have that there. I mean, that was her role.
He can't go get his own stinking aluminum foil. Becky does what Josh wants because Josh will get violent. Years ago, she told me she ran into a door.
He was pounding my head into the floor.
She admitted that Josh had hit her and she got the black eye. It's gotten so bad with Josh that now Becky and I have a code word when she gets in trouble.
Just recently, I tried to take the truck to go see my mom. He let the air out of the tires and took the battery out of the truck and locked it in the garage with our daughter's car seat.
She doesn't have a car. It's my car. So when things get tough, I'll take it from her.
I went upstairs and he smacked the phone out of my hands. I was so angry at him that I took a hammer and smashed out our garage window.
She got medieval, and then I called the cops, and we got separated for the night.
Becky has moved out of the house at least 6 times in the past 2 years. Every time she says she's not going back, but she goes back. If Josh doesn't kill or hurt Becky, Becky is going to defend herself and hurt Josh.
Now, let me ask you something. Are you, I believe very strongly that just in general, as we go through the world, and I'm not talking about abusive relationships or domestic violence or anything of that nature. I'm just talking about, in general, as we go through the world, we teach people how to treat us. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And we do that by how we consequate their behavior. We reward certain behaviors, we don't reward other behaviors. What's your ownership in this relationship being the way it is?
I allow it to happen. I mean, I don't say much to him about how he makes me feel or concerns that I have. I kind of keep quiet about it anymore.
Are you, as a partner in the relationship, are you lazy?
No, I don't feel like I am.
A relationship is a partnership. Mm-hmm. And in a partnership, when I talk to people about premarital work, I say you have to discuss things like, what are your plans for children? Where do you stand on religion? How are you going to handle in-laws? What's the division of labor? Geography, where do you want to live? What's all these different things? Have you all discussed that?
A few of them.
What about division of labor? Have you guys talked about what you're going to do, what he's going to do?
Yep. We both agreed that it would be best that I stay home with my children.
Okay, so you've agreed to be a stay-at-home mom?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do?
I would like to, yes.
And with that, are there certain responsibilities that you take on?
Yes,
Do you do those things?
I do.
Do you do them well?
I feel like I do.
And does he criticize those things?
Yeah.
Do you provoke him?
No.
I mean, if he's upset, do you know how to push his buttons?
Not really. Not really.
Rebecca, be honest.
How do I provoke you, Josh?
You push me into so much frustration.
Rebecca and Josh actually got into an argument in the middle of the night about their daughter crying at the hotel where you came in to do the show. You recorded the fight. I'd like to play that. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it is. The sounds, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, you're going to want to hear this. Play the tape.
I don't need you to help me get out of the bed in the middle of the night to go get a baby, okay? I can hear her. You act like she cried she didn't even cry for a minute.
You did.
Huh?
You did.
I did. And then you call me a lazy ass. Are you serious? You're a puke. I mean, what a waste of everybody's time to have you here. I mean, to think that you could change who you are is just absurd. What a waste of...
That you can change what you are.
Go.
It's absurd.
Go lay somewhere else. Go. Get out of here now. Go. You want to hit me? Are you serious? You want to hit me? Are you serious? Right in front of my daughter? Is that what you want to do?
Did you kick me? Did you hit me?
Really?
Did you hit me?
You ever put your hands on me again?
Did you kick me? Did you hit me? How many
Right in front of my daughter. Get out of here.
Fucking lazy ass up and do your job. You little pile of
I mean, just shut up.
This deal between you and I is over.
What do you mean?
It's over with.
Why?
And I am not going to be.
Oh, we're not going to be together? Then why are we here?
I don't know.
Then why all of a sudden is it over between us?
Because you won't shut your mouth and do your job.
I want you to know that that is exactly the way she makes me get so frustrated. When she attacks me first, how do you defend that? What do you say?
This
What do you
whole
do?
thing started
I'm in the middle of my sleep, and it was totally her turn. I put the baby to bed. I put the baby to bed with me, and
she fell asleep on the couch with you, Josh. You never put her to bed. You never get up with her in the middle of the night. I don't mind doing that, but this is how I woke up to him. He elbowed me to get up because I didn't get up fast
wait a
enough.
minute. You're playing the victim here, but you're provoking him on this tape. You're calling him a puke. You're telling him, get out of here. I hear you.
He's laughing at me.
Laughing? I had my back to you, Rebecca. I was laying
And
there.
you were laughing. None of that even would have happened if you would have just got out of bed. I asked you a dozen times to just move.
Do you think you're not provoking him there?
Sure, that could be.
And you knew you were recording it.
Yes, I never thought it would turn into that.
That's yes. Hey, that might be a defense for me, is it not?
Well, it certainly shows that she's provoking you, and it certainly shows that you get to a point where you cease conducting yourself with control and dignity.
Yeah, I totally apologize for my vulgar language. I totally apologize for what it is that it seems like that...
It seems to me like you two are mutually defining a very combative relationship in a very negative way.
I totally agree with that, 100%.
I asked him, before I even pushed record, I asked him a dozen times to just get out of bed and go somewhere else.
Then you locked him out on the balcony.
Yes.
For how long?
He was probably out there for an hour.
Freezing cold.
That was after... I wasn't going to let him come back in and continue a fight.
I did not make one peep as I sat there for an hour. Not a single peep.
Here's the statement from the hotel regarding this dispute. 3 a.m. Rebecca had an argument with Joshua. Rebecca asked me to kick out Josh. Josh cooperatively left the room. and got his own room. Then here's the text that we got at 3:29 from Rebecca to the producer. We have a big problem here at the hotel. They moved Josh from the room, but he can't pay for a new room, so they're saying he has to come back in. We had an argument, and it turned physical. For the safety of my daughter, me, and my unborn baby, he cannot come back here. Please help me.
Yes.
Wasn't it pretty under control by then?
It was under control, yes. But
That's a pretty dramatic text for everything to be under control, because I've got a timeline from the hotel.
Right, but I only text that because they came back to me and the guy said, Josh has to come back in here and you two just have to get along.
You're out at a hotel in public going to the Dr. Phil show, for God's sakes, and you can't get through the night without getting in a fight and having to get hotel security involved and all. Come on.
Can I say something?
No.
All right.
Let's take a break for a second. Everybody Josh says he's a great father, so why does Rebecca claim that her 7-year-old son fears him so much? We'll talk about that when we come back.
In 2009, I got pregnant. I was hoping that it was Josh's baby.
She went out telling everybody that it was mine. I was stepping in. I was saving money. I was taking the role.
Once the baby was born, I knew it was not Josh's.
He came out African. I totally felt betrayed.
Rebecca wants to know if she should even consider marrying Josh because she says he is not a good father figure to their 7-year-old son. She says her son wishes Josh was dead.
It's not my son that needs to change, it is you.
Rebecca babies her son to the fullest.
When my son cries, Josh will make fun of him.
I say don't be a crybaby. I don't say you are a crybaby.
One time, my son didn't eat his potatoes. Josh started yelling at him, "Quit Ryan, you're gonna eat your potatoes."
He respects me because he is scared of me, Becky.
That's not a good thing, Josh.
It's an effective tool.
I love Rebecca's son as if he's my own. That is the reason why I reprimand him.
I'm trying to be his dad. You need to let me be his dad.
You need to teach kids. You don't break your toys, you play with your toys. You break it, you're not gonna get another one. Well, he'll break it and he'll get another one. I've seen the same exact action figure. Same single one. Bought 6 times. That's $120.
My son has seen Josh yelling at me. He's seen me cry. The way that he's treated him, he's made him cry. My son is 7 and he still has accidents at night. And I know it's because of the chaos and the turmoil that we have in our home.
As far as I'm concerned, I am doing a great job with her son. She doesn't want him to grow up.
It's hard for me to look at the future when I know how unhappy my son is. I don't know if there's a future.
Okay, your question is, should you consider marrying him? Cindy, you think the answer to that is no.
Big fat no.
Okay, and you think there's actually physical jeopardy here for one or both of them and the children getting caught in the crossfire as well, right?
Absolutely.
Have you seen the results of her being physically attacked?
Yes.
In what way?
Well, it was quite a few years ago when she had a black eye, and she told me that she ran into a door. And it was later she admitted that her and Josh had gotten in a fight, and he'd hit her and gave her the black eye.
And what's your concern currently? What do you see the dynamic in this relationship that gives you the most concern?
That the 2 nights ago, that's a tiny little tidbit of what these two do all the time. It's just got to stop. It's escalating. Either one of them is going to become so violent, they're going to hurt the other. And in the meantime, these kids are seeing every single minute of it.
Why are you doing this in front of the children?
I would love to stop it. I would love it if I could control myself, if she could control herself. I would love to not have that life. I am trying and aspiring towards that with her. I want to teach you. I want to help you.
Let's just hear on tape how you described some of this. We interviewed you on tape. Let's look.
I definitely feel I have to teach Rebecca. I have to teach her how to schedule. I have to teach Rebecca how to clean.
First, you wipe stuff down with a bucket of water and pine salt. And then you dust it off. And then you Windex.
For 2.5 years, I have been telling her to put a grocery list together. I'm not trying to control how to make a grocery list. I'm trying to teach her. I tried showing her how I love cold meat sandwiches and how the delis will slice it up for you. She said, be happy with what you get. Why wouldn't she want to give it to me my way? I'm not telling her what to do. I'm telling her what would work best.
This whole grocery list thing is ridiculous.
I'm talking about the economics of groceries. You know how much money you could save by the foods that you can buy, knowing that you have a schedule.
I don't need to write it down.
Do you know how much money you could save? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Do you know how much fun you are to live with? I mean, really, have you ever stopped back and
to be
said,
honest with you, I can look Rebecca eye to eye, and I bet you the majority of our time is spent with a sense of humor, with laughing and loving. Do we have a mutual love?
Yes, we do, but the bad is also bad. I mean, it can't be looked past anymore.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, I want to talk to these lovebirds about Josh's role as a father. We'll be right back.
I feel like my son thinks that he doesn't matter as much as Josh. I haven't been strong enough to leave Josh, even though he treats my son the way he does. Now, I miss my son's birthday party to come here and try and fix this. I don't want to choose Josh over my son, but I feel like I have.
Well, Josh says his setup with Rebecca is traditional, and she knew that right from the beginning of their relationship. He's the breadwinner, she's the housekeeper, but he says he has to pick up her slack because she's not very good at her part of it. But you're teaching her to be better, teaching her to clean, find salt and dust and all this.
She knows how to do it. I don't have to teach her that stuff. She was taught that at a very young age. Her mother keeps a great house.
What is it that I don't do?
Well, we have pictures of your house. This is kids' room?
My son's room.
Yeah. How does this stack up?
It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I love it that he's got an awesome room. You should see the corners of that shower.
What's wrong with this bathroom?
If you looked inside that shower, in the bottom of it is.
You don't even use that bathroom. You don't even shower in there, Josh.
That's why she doesn't clean that one. You should see the corners of that shower. This picture does not do the justice.
Who uses that bathroom?
Her and the kids.
The corners of the shower could be scrubbed. Otherwise, I clean the toilets. I clean the bathroom.
It's almost as if mildew was sitting in the corners of it. I kid you not.
Oh, I know. How's the baby's room look to you?
Pretty good. You don't see the dust on the blinds. You don't. I mean, I'm just saying, this is dead skin. How much dead skin do you lose in the course of a year? You know?
I don't know.
It doesn't go just in your bedding.
Why don't you clean them if you want them clean?
I have over the years, but it's the agreements that we've had. I've taken all the blinds off the walls. Before Becky and I been together, I've taken all the blinds off all the walls. I've done all the windows inside and out. Over the dozen years that I've had that house, I've done all that. Since she's been there, it's not been done.
Do you think maybe you're wound a little tight?
I could say, yeah. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Have you ever just, like, I don't know, thrown caution to the wind and just broke out in a smile?
Yes.
I mean, do you ever relax and just really kick back and relax?
Yes, yes. Actually, majority of the time I do. I would say I'm more passive than I am aggressive. I like the idea that, you know, when...
Did you just save it all up for today?
Well, this is obviously a boiling point.
Right now, as you sit here,
yes,
does it bother you that the corners of that shower are not clean?
Yes, it does bother me.
Right now here?
Yes.
In L.A.?
Yes.
It bothers you that those shower corners are not clean? I'm just asking.
Yes, it does to an extent.
You would feel better if...
I would like to go home and not know that, you know, that we could relax or we don't have to...
If I went over there and cleaned there, would you shut up about it? Rub them up? No.
Hey, I hope you know that this is something that has never been done. I don't think Cindy's corners of her showers have ever been dirty. I'm almost positive of that.
Maybe you should go stay with her.
Well, there's a little bit more there than that.
All right, coming up, Josh has something to tell Rebecca that may surprise her when we come back.
I abused alcohol for a long period of time. For the whole pregnancy of my daughter, I was sober. Right now, I probably drink 3-4 beers twice a week.
It's progressed into 5 or 6 nights a week.
I never drink too much.
Josh thinks he can control his drinking like he wants to control me, but he can't.
Well, Rebecca asked Josh last year to see a therapist, and he responded with, quote, he would rather pay for a hooker.
How's that?
Is that not what you said?
No way.
Joshua.
Not in a million years I'd say that, Rebecca. That is totally false. You kidding me?
Dr. Phil, I would never lie about that.
Oh, Rebecca, that's blatant. That's no. There's no way I said that.
Yes, you did.
Ow.
Have I ever asked you to go to counseling or get therapy?
Yes, you have, but I have just told you I don't want to pay for it. I didn't say nothing about no hooker.
Yes, you did.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, you did.
Get out of town. Whatever. I didn't say that, Doc.
It was in your original email to us.
Yes, because he said it.
No.
It's a pretty random thing to make up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you say something like that?
No. I will tell you this. I do not want to pay for therapy for something that I think that 2 grown people should be able to take care of on their own. I don't have any idea what consists of therapy, though.
You think you should be able to handle this on your own?
Not necessarily with the way it has gotten to. I am here for your help. I am not opposed to the help. I'm not opposed to the therapy. I'm totally not. I can't afford it, though.
Well, where are you on this relationship right now? What do you want to see happen?
I think what I would like is I'm not sure how to say it to you. And Rebecca, I totally love you, but I think the way it's gone and the way it is, I think I would like to try a separation. And I want...
Why did we even come here? If you want a separation...
Well, you have a baby on the way.
You, Rebecca.
Right, but if you want a separation so bad, this was my last attempt to keep us together.
I think this attempt that you made will pay off down the road.
Josh, if I separate from you, do you think I'm not going to go find somebody else? There are men out there that would treat me a lot better than you do.
I would assume that I can say the same thing to you, but I do not want that. I want the mother of my daughters to be a part of my life. I do not want to go out and find somebody else, Rebecca. I want to work on this through a separation. I want a family. I want you.
And a separation is going to help that? I mean, we were in this together.
I totally understand that. I totally understand that. I don't know how else to do it. I want to turn to you then, and I would want you to give me your opinion of our situation and where you think we should go.
Well, I have a very definite opinion of what should happen in this situation and a very clear logic trail as to why. So should they separate or should they stay together? I'm going to answer that very clearly, and I'm going to tell you why right after the break. I think you two being apart for a period of time is not a good idea. I think it's a great idea. I think that you two have mutually defined a very toxic relationship and environment, and your children are picking up the tab for that. You need a new definition of the role of the man in the family. Okay? You have some personality characteristics that are getting in your way. It's not what happens in life that causes you to be upset. It's the violation of your expectations about what happens in life that causes you to be upset. It's not that the corners of that shower, it's not that they're dirty that makes you upset. It's your expectation that they must be clean in order for you to be okay that makes you upset.
I understand that.
If you go into a relationship expecting that everything has to be the way you want it to be, need it to be, expect it to be, you are guaranteed to fail, because nobody is going to do everything exactly the way you want it to be done. You need to require more in your life. You need to require that you're treated with more dignity and respect. You need to require that you have stronger footing in this relationship, that you have a voice, that you have freedom, that you have independence. That, I mean, you've got to redefine this. And I would very much suggest that you do get some counseling individually first to get your bearings, and then come together and do some pre-marital counseling. And I will set this up for you beginning immediately. It's not going to take like a month to get this set up. I will get this set up for you immediately, and you'll either participate in it or you won't. And I guarantee you, within a matter of weeks, this is going to become very clear to you what you should do. If I set this up for you, will you participate in it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. But I totally agree that right now you should take a break and let's work on this till you can come back together in a civil and respectful fashion. That's a gift to your children. Fair enough? Mm-hmm. Fair enough?
Yes.
I want to thank my guest today. For more information on today's show, you can go to drphil.com. You can also join the conversation today on Facebook and Twitter. I will see you next time. Let's do this.